everybody. My name is Haley Yazbek, and I am a staff member here at Faith in the Working. I'm starting my own series today called Schooled. It's a series about how to choose friendships that please God. And what I'm going to be doing is this first message, I'm going to explain 3 or 4 different ways that you can have friendships that please God. And then as I go through my different messages, I'm going to elaborate on each of those 4 topics. So to start things off, I'm going to talk about how to have friendships that please the Lord. This isn't an easy thing to express because there's no one out there who's perfect. There's no such thing as a perfect friendship. There is, however, such thing as a friendship that pleases God. There are many verses in the Bible that describes friendships. As I go through various verses, I'll be pointing out very important attributes that should be considered when being in a right relationship with a friend. The first verse I'm going to read is Proverbs 17:17. A friend loves at all times. This verse explains itself pretty well. A friend is someone who loves under all circumstances. This is very hard to do. I think that just about everyone knows how hard it is to love someone, even one of your friends, under all circumstances. Right now, some of you may be thinking, what are you talking about? Of course I love my friend. I have no doubt that you love your friends, but sometimes, and be honest, your friends can get on your nerves. Think about it. Are there times when you want to do something and your friend disagrees? Does it make you a little upset, but you do what the other person wants anyway? Can your friend be a little demanding sometimes, and does it bother you? Are there times when you just want to let it all out because you've had enough? You're going to have to remember that you need to love. I'm not going to get too into it, but a good thing to remember is that love is patient. 1 Corinthians 13:4 says that love is patient. Trust me, I know firsthand what it's like to feel overwhelmed and impatient. Just take a deep breath, pray, and ask God to help you have patience, to help you love. Secondly is forgiveness. This is a really tough thing to do sometimes. Forgiving someone is often very hard to do. The reason is that as human beings, we are prideful. We don't want to forgive because we feel we're too good to be wronged by that person. If you're a Christian, forgiveness is not an option. It's something that we are commanded to do. Colossians 3:12 and 13 tells us this. Therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. Bear with one another and forgive whatever grievances you may have against one another. Forgive as the Lord forgave you. The verse doesn't say, forgive as the Lord forgave you, but if it's too hard, then don't worry about it. No, it says we need to forgive just like we've been forgiven by God. Next is that you can't be jealous or envious of your friends. Galatians 5:26 talks about envy. Let us not become conceited, provoking and envying each other. Envy is a sin, and envying your friend is not a good thing at all. It will constantly keep you in competition, trying to see who has better things. Sooner or later, you'll find out that you're not at all concerned with having a friend. You just want what they have. You don't want someone who cares about you or someone who loves you. You just want someone to compete with. Being in a friendship is about being content with what you have and feeling happy for your friend when they get something new, whether it be the cute dress you saw in the window or the newest video game. Be happy for one another and encourage them with joy. The last topic that I will speak on is actually 2 combined: gossip and loyalty. This is something that is huge. Many people, including myself, struggle with gossip. Many of you know that gossip hurts. I know from experience. It hurts knowing that people, especially those you thought were your friends, talk bad about you when you're not there. Proverbs 16:28 says it perfectly. A perverse man stirs up dissension, and a gossip separates close friends. This is where loyalty comes in. A true friend will do 2 things. First of all, they won't gossip about you at all. And second, they'll defend you when you're being gossiped about. If one of your friends is gossiping about you, I can guarantee that they're not really a true friend. A true friend would be loyal to you. They would recognize your friendship. If your friend is with others and they begin to talk about you, a real friend would realize what's going on and know that it's not okay, and they would try to stop it. It's a hard thing to do, because sometimes you just want to fit in with everyone and you just want to keep going, and you don't want to look like the person who's stopping everything. And it takes a great amount of courage to tell someone that what they're doing is wrong. Now, I know that there are many more things that would contribute to having good relationships. These 4 are just a few. And as I said, I know it's difficult to do these things at all times. Especially for me, I'm not perfect, and I know that no one else is. We have been born into sin. But as Christians, as we have relationships with other people, we need to realize that what we have and what's going on is really important in our life. Friendships are vital. They help us to live socially, and they help us to demonstrate God's love for us and God's love for others. I'm going to conclude with this. I pray that all of you who are listening right now are able to have friendships that please the Lord. Talk to God. Ask Him to help you in all these areas that you struggle with. And I just pray that He'll help work in your heart and that it'll be softened through this, and that He'll just let you have friendships that are pleasing to Him. And I pray also that you have learned something through this time. And that's all I have for today. Thank you.